Glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. And off we go from Tampa. From the 6, here comes a return. Great job there by the coverage team. They get him down at the 12.
At their own 12-yard line.
This is Tyler Algier. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 15.
Second down, they need 7. He'll go again here with Algier. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let go.
They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60. Go.
The RPO, that one is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 7. Ready,
He'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's a Puka. Complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
On the jump.
1st and goal at the 3-yard
Come on,
line.
come on. Set. Cougar 19.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You've got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick 6 the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Algier. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They pick up 17 through the air. It's good for a Saints first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 31 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, ready.
A give up the middle to Algier. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Tight end on the move left. Shotgun snap, and the pressure too much, and he goes down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And he nearly takes it the distance, just short of the goal line. A spectacular return.
Oh, man, you know he wanted that one. He's going to wind up just short of the goal line, but what a return it was. When he got to midfield, Mike, I thought he was gone. I mean, it won't be a touchdown, but he set his guys up first in goal, and that was electric to watch.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown, Tampa. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. The extra point is good. And the Buccaneers extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Brought in by Rzsl. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his man. That's Olave. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
That's good.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Rzsl, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down.
We had a chance to sit down with the quarterback this week in practice. He preached the importance of that I have to do a better job protecting the ball. Well, so far here early, it doesn't seem like that's been the case. He's been a little reckless here in the opening quarter, and he's going to have to clean that up throughout the rest of this game.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
On the jump. Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hut, hut.
First down. Here's Irving. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Second and 10.
Let's go. Liking 18. Ready?
Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
First and 10 at the
Ready, ready.
33-yard line.
Go. 70 Timberwolves.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. The Bucks have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. On to the second, Buccaneers in possession of the football as they've got it with first and 10.
Ready, set. Get it. Cowboy 80. Get it.
Now, faking the give. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Brings up second and a yard.
A good spot here, second and a yard.
Come on, set! Hawk 70, Hawk 70! Check out!
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
First two drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is first and goal.
Ready?
That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That is the first touchdown of the new year. The extra point, up and good. And the Buccaneers move out to a 21-3 advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25. To throw here to begin the drive. That'll be caught. It's Tyler Algier. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Got his receiver on the in cut. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19, take up.
They'll run on first down with Algier. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. 17 yards, the gain there. It's good for a Saints first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
First and 10 now from the 36. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Back to the air once more on second down. He'll get it inside the 20. To the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming, whether you catch it or not, and you get paid to make the difficult catches, and I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
They'll look to throw yet again. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. You did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Saints. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Saints 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Take off.
The handoff, it's Irvin. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And the first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Deputy. Cougar 19.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Bucky Irvin. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Liking 18.
The kid, this is Irvin. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Jonas Sanker is there to make the stop.
gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 4.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Come on. Set. 60.
They'll throw out of the gun. Open man, left side. He's got it. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hey. Let's go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Sanker.
They'll take over at 1st and 10.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Okay, break. Here we go. 70 Lions. Take off.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback.
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Bucs have it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble.
Cougar 19.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short, and that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Ready? Ready? Bronco 80.
He'll drop to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Now they'll set up to throw. No one there to pick up the pressure. He'll go down. They got him. Chase Young. He gets into drop in for his first sack of the young season. So we're at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Like it. Here we go. Back. Panther 60. Panther 60. Check out.
Here's Irvin. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He's now at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready? 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw. Metcalf hauls in that one. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll run it. It's Irvin. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
Another Buccaneers 1st down.
First
and 10 at the 50-yard line.
60 boxes. 60 boxes.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to be close to another 1st down as he's forced out just shy of the marker. From the 41, it's 2nd and 1.
Track. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
3rd down and 1.
Check. Bobcat. Check. Cougar 19. Ready.
On the ground, it's Irvin. A gain there of 11. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the 1st down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Now, screen set up for Irving.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go. Viking 18.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught on the sideline. Gonna have the 1st down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight calls there. For the moment, it'll be...
Let's go now. Like it. Press on 80.
Throwing now from the gun. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. On 1st down, they'll start out with Algier. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let's go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Taken at the 19. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60.
He'll run with Irving. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Outside, he's got Ibuka. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays, stay ahead of the chains.
On the RPO, they'll get this to Ibuka. And he's going to have A first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
It's first down, and they'll run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Back to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the rookie out of Auburn. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
These second half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
On the ground, it's Algier. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes in better situations to run the ball.
And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Algier on the ground. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It is third and long.
Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He's got his man, that's Olave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On the zone read, a give to Algier. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, New Orleans.
19 Tiger. Set. 18
run here with Algier. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
The right side to Olave. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
On second down, here's a run with Algier. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Algier. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is caught, and he will score. Game on. Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion, and all of a sudden that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. A return now from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short game. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. Right back to Irvin. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Quick throw, taken in. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 4.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And that one incomplete.
So we got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with the conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
It's 3rd and 4.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Cougar, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
They'll go again here with Irvin. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Viking 18.
They'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The PAT, up and good. And the Bucs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Here comes 2nd down. They will take a knee here. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. this drive going from bad to worse. And a delay of game now on top. And the crowd a major factor now as we get to third down. They'll go down to a knee. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll throw out of the gun. Looking deep here for Tillman. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. You've got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.